Yeah, let's just talk about hot headlines around pro football. The draft is 1 month out. Cam Ward appears to be the guy. The Miami Hurricanes quarterback, Cam Ward, held a private workout with the New York Giants and then the Cleveland Browns on back to back days. The entire Browns front office was in Miami at Coral Gables for his one on one workout. I was told it was really, really impressive. It is interesting, though, just to see what is going to happen at the top of the draft board. The New York Giants, who worked him out privately on Tuesday, the Browns worked him out on Wednesday. The Giants already have two quarterbacks. I guess I'm a little bit stunned if the Giants were so much considering Cam Ward with their pick. Why would you go out and commit the amount of money you did first to Jameis Winston and then you turned around and did at the end of last week to Russell Wilson? That's really surprising to me. The third one, and this is the linchpin, John, in the entire first round of the draft. Tennessee Titans have the number one pick. Tennessee burned a high draft pick on quarterback Will Levis, had a great rookie season and really substandard second year. The big question, Tennessee at number one needs help in lots of different places. They have worked out Cam Ward, but they are dropping hints that they might be willing to entertain a trade to drop back a couple slots. So if Cleveland at number 2 wants to be guaranteed to get Cam Ward, Tennessee would go from 1 to 2, get more put into the pot. Or if it's the Giants that want to jump to the number 1 spot, they'd be willing to go from 1 down to 3 to get the Giants slot. And obviously they get some additional stuff there. So this quarterback derby is underway. It's Cam Ward, and now the question, where is he going to go to work out? And Tennessee, to me, is the linchpin because Tennessee really likes the defensive end from Penn State, Abdul Carter, and they like Travis Hunter, the cornerback from Colorado. So that's at the top of the draft board. New England, real surprise. Now, I think they have had the best offseason of anybody because Mike Vrabel's gone out, and he signed 8 veteran free agents, 5 defensive starters the first hours of free agency, and he's added to that list every day. Now he just went out and got somebody in the offense. They just signed Stephon Diggs. Longtime big play wide receiver, was of the Houston Texans. Diggs, of course, got hurt at the end of last season. He comes in as a wide receiver to complement the quarterback, Drake May, who was phenomenal. Now, because he agreed to come on a 3-year contract in New England, that means the Patriots can go ahead and use that high number 1 pick on what they really desperately need. Can you say Austin Genty, Boise State? Or can you say Will Campbell, huge tackle? Or Mondu, the other huge tackle? Campbell out of LSU, Mondu from Missouri. So suddenly, I think New England's in position to really come roaring back because they got the quarterback. Now they got the wide receiver. They could get a running back or they get a stud tackle, and they fixed the whole bloody defense. So I'm just fascinated to see what New England has done. And the last one is Denver. Get this. Now, Denver's been really active under Sean Payton. Denver's turned around, signed Evan Ingram, tight end, to catch a bunch of balls from Bo Nix. Denver's looking for a running back. Denver's talking to Chargers leading running back hyphen wide receiver, because their backs do catch a lot of balls, J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins would be a good acquisition to go with everything else that Sean Payton is working on at this point in time. So that's what's going on in the football notebook. Like I say, Tennessee is really the fulcrum for what's going to happen in the first round of the draft. And I will also tell you that people this time of the year, this month of the year, freaking lie out their teeth about what their interest is and what might happen. And I'm just reporting to you all the rumors out there. And John Riley says,
well, yeah, let's talk about the Titans. Now, is Will Levis toast? I mean, does he have a future? What's your take on him?
Got 1 year left to prove it. But the fact that Tennessee didn't do anything in free agency, and they talked to Russell Wilson. They actually met with Russell Wilson for a whole day. And I thought, well, when he showed up in Nashville, maybe they're going to rent him and let him come in and compete with Will Levis. Tennessee's shown no inkling at all towards Aaron Rodgers. But when Russell Wilson was allowed to go to the New York Giants, I thought, well, maybe Tennessee's just going to take the quarterback. Or maybe Tennessee's going to stay with Levis, trade out a number 1, stockpile stuff, and then go get other people to put around the rest of that roster. So I don't know what's fact or fiction. I don't know where the lies are. If I'm Tennessee, if you don't think that Cam Ward can change your franchise, then you take that number 1 and drop out and you get somebody's 1 and 2, or you get somebody's 1, 3, and 5, you find a way to stockpile additional assets, and it wouldn't be dropping that far down the board and would still allow them to get a stud player.
Yeah, and that's the right move for them. I mean, they drafted Levis a couple of years ago, so you need to give him more time. I mean, if you drafted a quarterback, that's basically saying, you're a lame duck quarterback here for us. But the other comments, just quick ones, on the Patriots, they definitely need to draft offensive linemen to protect Drake. But it is interesting to see Stephon Diggs there. But my vision in my head is I remember that playoff game when Stephon Diggs was yelling at Josh Allen, they throw me the ball. I'm not getting the ball.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a diva. No, he's a lot of diva, but they gave him a 3-year contract. I will say this, though. It's Mike Vrabel's team. And Mike Vrabel's culture is, I am the leader, and this is the game plan, and we're going to do this, and we're not going to vary from anything that we're doing. This is who we are. It's Vrabel's team. I don't think there's going to be crap in that locker room, in that clubhouse, etc. So, and Diggs got a 3-year contract. So I think New England's flipped this thing pretty quickly, and here comes a draft, and they do have high draft picks. They got a lot of draft picks. It'll be fun to see what else Vrabel does to put in place.
Yeah, you're right. The draft is coming up real quick here, but Cam Ward's shooting up, but Shedeur Sanders is dropping like a rock, right?
Well, he's slipping. I wouldn't say he's dropping like a rock. I think he's gone from what many people thought would be draft pick 1, draft pick 2. Maybe he's at 5. Maybe he is at 6. He's got a pro day coming up, I think, in about a week in Boulder. But look at the film. Look at all the things that kid accomplished. I mean, I still think this is a good quarterback. There's 2 glitches. One is the personality glitch that he seems to be entitled, and he kind of turned a bunch of people off at the combine. The second thing is he doesn't have a cannon for an arm. But if he's still a great, gifted, intellectual quarterback that can move the pocket, run, and make plays, you can live with that. So I don't think that Cam Ward, I think, is going to be the number 1 pick and the number 1 quarterback. I don't think Shedeur goes beyond 5 or 6 or 7 in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the Raiders drafting 6.
Yep.
That just seems like a match made in heaven. I would love for Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter to both have huge success. I mean, that would be 2 feathers in the cap for Coach Prime. I mean, we'd have the entourage going to all these NFL games. It'd be fantastic.
So that's all things NFL. You got an opinion? Fans Forum chat box is open. Today, your opportunity for a football fan who's not been able to get through, dive in here, ask a question, give us an opinion.